Welcome to the page of notable prisons and the inmates that occupy them. Let's get to it, people. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing today? Appreciate everyone for tapping in with the channel. You know, all that good stuff. Get your lighters ready because we about to see who getting smoked in this episode. I appreciate you for watching, and please continue to drop comments, give me feedback on how to improve the channel. I have some ideas for the future, but I guess we're gonna wait until that day comes. But anyhow, we're gonna take a trip back east again. Fasten up your seatbelts and let's go. We finna tap in with United States Penitentiary Allenwood, USP, also known as USP Allenwood. It's a high security United States federal prison in Pennsylvania. It's part of Allenwood Federal Correctional Complex. FCC Allenwood is also what it's known as, and it is operated by the Federal Bureau of Prisons, a division of the United States Department of Justice. Allenwood is located on U.S. Route 15 in White Deer, Pennsylvania, approximately halfway between the cities of Williamsport and Lewisburg, approximately 75 miles away from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Just a little bit more of a backstory on the place. USP Allenwood has 2-level housing units, of which consist of 4 16-cell ranges around a central day room where inmates can congregate during the times they are allowed outside their cells. Most cells house 2 inmates each. Recreational and counseling facilities are located adjacent to the housing units. The outer perimeter of the place is secured by a double line of fencing with rolled barbed wire on the ground and between the fences. Pause. I hate when people say barbed wire. It irks the hell out of me. Anyways, so the inner fence is equipped with a perimeter intrusion detection system, and for patrol vehicles runs along the outer fence. Correction officers man 6 guard towers at each corner of the security fence and a 7th within the fence. So basically, you got 2 fences, you got a road in the middle, and they just drive around the perimeter in between the 2 fences. You know, like each fence is a piece of bread, and they're the piece of the meat that slides in the middle. Giggity giggity. Anyways, let's get to the moment y'all have been waiting for. Drum roll, please. First up, we have Howard Mason. He was convicted in 1989 of racketeering charges in connection with the leadership of the Beebles, a violent drug gang in Queens, New York. Ordered the 1988 murder of the New York City police officer, what's dude's name? Edward Brine. But anyways, Howard Pappy Mason is an American drug trafficker and organized crime figure. His partner, Fat Cat Nichols, ran a drug smuggling gang called the Beebles in Jamaica, Queens, neighborhood of New York City. The gang sold drugs and netted as much as $200 per month profit. The gang, they were trapping, like in a major way. You feel me? But yeah. So anyways, they chipped his ass off and gave him life in prison. But, I don't see anything about anyone dying, so therefore this guy is innocent and they need to free a player. Yep, free him. He was just trying to make some money to feed his daughter, in my Biggie Smalls voice. Next up, Ruiz DeDonne, a former acting boss of Lucchese crime family in New York City. He was convicted in 2004 of the murder conspiracy, racketeering, and loan sharking. Yeah, so apparently, let me tell y'all a little bit more about Mr. What's the dude's name again? Ruiz DeDonne. Yeah. Ruiz DeDonne. As of May 2018, he's incarcerated. He's still incarcerated at the high security United States USP in Allenwood. Still there. He ain't getting out. But he was sentenced to life in prison on June 30th, 2004, after being convicted of loan sharking charges and conspiracy to murder and all that good stuff. Yeah, they definitely chipped the player off. He ain't getting out either. They don't show no love to none of the trappers. No trappers get no love. Next up, we have Mohamed Salad Ali. Yes, this dude's middle name is Salad. I did pronounce that right, unless it's pronounced Salad. I don't know. But anyways, he was a Somalian pirate leader. Pled guilty in 2011 to piracy in connection with the 2011 hijacking of a civilian yacht, Quest, during which 4 U.S. citizens were killed. Now the other pirates are serving life sentences at other federal facilities. Yo, these pirates. When I was growing up and I would think of pirates, I would just think of the swashbuckling pirates with the thing of rum. They're on the wooden boat and they got their guns like Peter Pan had, and aye matey, and all that type of shit. But apparently, as I got older, I realized pirates necessarily aren't white dudes. A lot of them motherfuckers is niggas from Somalia. Like, they some black dudes or some shit. Like, that shit was crazy. But I watched a few documentaries, and according to them, I mean, fuck, that's just how they make their money, I guess. I don't know. I think it's too much work to go into the middle of the ocean and steal a damn boat and take someone hostage, but what do I know? I ain't a pirate. I'm just a civilian. Next up. This is a very interesting one, people. And I'm going to need y'all to do something. Get your lighters ready. Because when y'all hear this sentence, y'all going to be like, damn. But he deserved it. James Egan Holmes. He's from San Diego, California. He went to college in Riverside in Colorado. Riverside, California. But if you don't recognize the name, let me remind you, take you back into time. He's a mass murderer responsible for the 2012 Aurora, Colorado shooting, in which he killed 4 people and injured 70 others, 62 directly and 8 indirectly, at Century 16 movie theater on July 20th, 2012. This dude, he has to have the biggest sentence I've ever mentioned on this page. Okay? He is serving 12 consecutive life sentences plus 3,318 years. Yo, I cannot make this shit up. You know what? They're not even smoking this dude. You know what they're doing? They are fucking cooking his ass. Extra crispy. Extra crispy. He's cooked. It's a done deal. They fried him. Oh, man. Well, that's the type of shit that happens to scummy individuals. Next up, Esteban Santiago Ruiz. He was a mass murderer, pled guilty to the 2017 massacre at Fort Lauderdale Airport shooting. But he's a schizo, serving 5 life sentences plus 120 years. Listen, you could be the craziest person in the world. We don't give a fuck. You killed some motherfuckers in an airport. You just kill people in general. We ain't taking it easy. 120 years. Chipped his ass off. Yeah, we smoking that James Egan Holmes pack and that Esteban Santiago Ruiz pack all year round. Next up, we got Jorge Martinez. He's a physician convicted in 2006 of submitting $60 million in claims for unnecessary procedures in the first prosecution in the U.S. history involving a charge of healthcare fraud resulting in death. The story was featured on CNBC at a television program called American Greed, and he's serving a life sentence for that. Next up, John Knox. John Knox, he was convicted of drug trafficking conspiracy in 2000 for attempting to orchestrate the importation of thousands of tons of marijuana into the U.S. from Pakistan and Lebanon. Received the longest sentence for a nonviolent marijuana crime in history. So basically, this dude was he wasn't even trying to send boxes to America from Pakistan. He was trying to send fucking, one of them things called on those boats, shipping containers. That's what the fuck he was trying to do. He was on some next level trapping. Like, yo, Man, whoever was gonna receive that shipment, they was probably counting their money as before it even got to like, yep, we gonna get this 2,000 fucking pounds, and we gonna send 200 here, 200 here, 200 here. Especially in the year 2000 when weed wasn't legal. So if a motherfucker had packs in, let's say, Connecticut or something, they could very much so send them to California, and motherfuckers in California would buy them. But that's not the case nowadays. We know who reigns supreme in this weed game. Big California, yes sir, ski. That's all I'm gonna say on that. But anyways, he was released in January 2021 after Trump commuted his life sentence. You know why he commuted his life sentence, people? Because the man was innocent. He was innocent. I-N-O-cent. Innocent. That's what's in he was. Free John Knox. Well, John Knox is free. I'm gonna look him up, see if he got Instagram or something. Just kidding. Anyways, next up, Sayeed Nasir. He's an Egyptian-born American citizen convicted of the involvement in the 1993 New York City landmark bomb plot. He had earlier been tried for but acquitted of the 1990 New York City assassination of Meir Cain, a Jewish religious figure and a far-right Israeli politician. He later admitted to have committed this assassination as well. He served a life sentence. This is what I want to know, okay? If you know that, like, why would you admit to something like that? Like, you must, like, fuck it, I don't want to go and get out, but I'm gonna let y'all. Like, I don't get it. I don't know. Whatever. Next up, James Alex Field Jr. He's a white supremacist who pled guilty in 2019 of 29 federal hate crimes charges using his car to harm counter-protesters during the Unite the Right rally in Charlottesville, Virginia, killing 32-year-old Heather Heyer and injuring up to 19 more people. He was transferred to Allenwood from Hazleton in November 2020. He is serving a life sentence. Yeah, when this dude needs to roll over and croak, because we're gonna be smoking on that James Alex Fields Jr. pack all day. Matter of fact, let me just put this out there. Any racist individuals on this list, no matter what your ethnicity is, you're extremely scummy, and your ass is gonna get smoked. You know, by me and apparently by that court system. You know what I mean? You damn clown. He wasn't man enough to hop out the car and confront people. He'd rather just jump in this little V6 Camaro and run them over. Motherfucker was so cheap he couldn't even get the real one. He got a fucking V6. Fucking weirdo. R.I.P. to that queen, though. Next up, and last but not least, we have Paul Anthony Cionca. That's his name. He pled guilty in 2016 for the 2013 LAX shooting. Ooh, he's lucky they didn't knock his ass off. As many police be up in LAX. Sheesh. Not even counting the police. You got armed civilians in there. Anyways, he's serving a life sentence without the possibility of parole, plus 60 years. Oh, yeah. They definitely chipped his ass off. They chipped him off. And that's it, folks. And I appreciate y'all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.